I like this new movie about the disgraced lobbyist Jack Abramoff called Casino Jack. I guess this Jack Abramoff character reminds me of myself. Like Jack, I converted to Orthodox Judaism. He was born Jewish, but became Orthodox later in life. But simultaneous to my conversion, I've yearned to be a big shot in the wider world. So like Jack, I got high from success. I've often become lost in my own grandiosity and have countenanced behaviors and beliefs contrary to my own religion. Like Jack Abramoff, I've been pretty shaky on ethical matters. Often feel like I'm above the ordinary rules. In fact, I often find crossing boundaries exciting. The rules don't apply to you, a friend once said to me bitterly. Like Jack, I don't think he did anything so terrible. He exploited Indian tribes, only to the extent that they allowed themselves to be exploited. If I went up to you and asked you to pay me $30 million to lobby on your behalf, and you paid me, then you'd be a damn fool, and yeah, I've got a lot of chutzpah. The worst thing Jack did, in my view, the worst thing I've done, is to present myself to the world as an Orthodox Jew and then to flagrantly violate those standards. So screw people fine, the normal ways that people screw each other all the time, okay. Don't wear a yarmulke while you do it. She reminds me of a Jewish prostitute I interviewed years ago. She talked about doing threesomes with another pro and a Reform rabbi. She said that the rabbi felt funny about wearing a yarmulke during their liaisons. So Jack called the Indians he represented troglodytes and monkeys. He made those remarks in private. I don't think they're so terrible. There's a big difference between public and private. Jack did not go on TV and call his clients monkeys. He said it in private. We all say things in private that would look horrible if made public. We all defecate in private. If this was shown to the world on television, it would look pretty shocking. So Jack moved in the world of politics and lobbying. It's hard to be a saint and to be successful in politics and lobbying, just as nice guys do not tend to be successful in professional football. Jack has to be judged against the world that he worked in. I remember working in construction, and my Christian bosses would call me all sorts of nasty names, such as Dick Sniff. They admitted that such remarks did not live up to the highest standards of the New Testament, but they pointed out the Apostle Paul never worked in construction. The main thing that separates me from Jack Abramoff is that I've never had his level of success. If I ever did, I can totally see myself flaming out the way he did, or worse. I like the bit in the movie about the vengeful ex-girlfriend assisting federal investigators. In my experience, women can fight dirty in ways that ordinary guys would never consider. So few guys would dob their ex-girlfriends into law enforcement because she was unfaithful, but many women would do that to their ex-husbands or ex-boyfriends if they cheated. So men are used to competition, they thrive on it. They understand fighting hard, but fighting within the rules. Women tend to dislike competition because it threatens their connectivity. When they're forced into competition, they don't hold by many rules. Another thing I have in common with Jack Abramoff is I know a lot of disreputable people. And I'm cool with being on friendly terms with scum, because my career as a writer depends on it. If I only hung out with good people, I can't even imagine it. As a writer, I have to hang out with everybody. Most of the time, there's bad people who make the news. Still, I don't want scum in my real life. I'm cool with having superficially friendly relations with them, but I don't want them close. I generally don't like mixing friends from the various parts of my life. Facebook is changing that, however. It forces me to be unified, to lead one life. I have a lot of low-life friends on my Facebook account. Sometimes their number depresses me and I start purging them.